He moves on to number 2. He sees a treasure chest with diamonds and pearls and rubies and draped in gold, a beautiful chest. And he's asked to do what with it? Bury it. Asant, my sisters are with me, mashallah. He digs up the ground and he buries the treasure chest. Every time he goes to bury the treasure chest and walks away from it, a part of it pops out of the ground. He looks back, he thinks maybe I didn't bury it properly. He goes back and he reburies it. Every single time he goes to bury the treasure chest and he walks away, it pops up off the ground. So he leaves it. He's like, I've done my best. The third thing was there was a bird coming, being chased by a hawk, running for his life. He's coming towards the Prophet. The Prophet has to assist him. He opens his sleeve, the bird goes in, the hawk runs away. The fourth thing was something he has to run from. He comes across a disgusting corpse with maggots and flies, a disgusting smell, garbage around it, everything. He runs as fast as possible away from it. He comes home, he says, Angel Jibreel, I've done those 4 things. Explain to me the wisdom behind these 4 things. He says, the mountain that you ate was your anger. And says, the closer you get to your anger, the smaller it becomes. The further you get from your anger, the larger it becomes. Closer meaning to understand that you're angry and what makes you angry. The second one I'll leave for the last. The third one, he says, is very simple. Anytime that someone is asking you for assistance, do what you can to assist them. Number 4 was that corpse, and you were told to run away from it. That is the corpse of ghibat, of backbiting. Wherever you see a moment of backbiting, get up and run as far away as you can. The second was a treasure chest. And he says that treasure chest are your good deeds. As much as you try to bury them in the ground, Allah in His mercy will make sure it pops up enough where the world sees that that is a treasure chest, provided you attempt to bury it. So let's not be of those individuals who do amazing work and do good things, mashallah, for the center, for your family, for everybody else, but then also announce it and proclaim it and make it sound like you are the best of the best. If God has given you tawfiq to do a good deed, keep it to yourself, quietly, between you and Allah. Because obviously the niyat is questioned when you go and you announce to the world, I did this, I did that, I gave this much money in this project, I helped this family when they were poor, I was the one that brought these carpets here, I was the one that did this and did that. Be careful. This is the month of Ramadan. This is the month where Allah says that you are my guest. Every simple act you do is worship. You breathe, it's worship. You sleep, it's worship. Can you imagine one good deed in this month, how much reward it must have? Provided that niyat and intention is khair, inshallah. Salawat bihi Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Just to wrap up the speech in the next 5-10 minutes, I want to make sure that our youth and us especially understand, because right now there's a movement going around, and inshallah, if I come back, I want to address this issue. This concept of all religions are the exact same, all religions are right, whether you're a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim, you'll all end up in heaven. There is no hisab and kitab. As long as you are a good person, you didn't kill anybody, heaven is yours. I wish religion was that simple. It's not that simple. And this concept where Islam is not elevated above other religions is a concept being spread in the West and being infiltrated in the minds of our youth. And we have to make them understand that Islam is that one system of life that overtakes any other religion in the world. That if there is one system of life that is the closest to Allah, it is the path that you and I tread on. Never have doubt about that. Never question that. And never let anyone allow you to think that you are at the same level of those who associate others with God. Or you are at the same level of those who deny the prophethood of our last prophet. You are not. If you believe in Allah's tawheed the way it should be believed in, if you believe in Rasulullah Khuda as being the last prophet, then you are a cut above the rest. Make no mistake about it. And use that to be a motivational factor to drive forward. Maulana Ali, in sermon number 105, talks about Islam. Again, very small khutbahs, but very powerful words. You know, one of the beauties of the Ahlul Bayt and Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, in his speech in the courtyard of Yazid, Salat bihi Maulana, thank you. Very briefly, just so I can lead up to this khutbah. Our fourth Imam in the courtyard of Yazid gave his famous speech, his famous khutbah. In there he talked a lot about the factors and the characteristics of the Ahlul Bayt. He said, we the Ahlul Bayt are defined by 6 traits. He said, ilm and hilm, sakhawat and shuja'at, balaghat and mahabbat, he says. And to describe all 6, the way the Ahlul Bayt did them is a whole speech. Balaghat, eloquence is one of them. They were individuals who spoke eloquently, whose words were very few but very powerful. We have that one of the components why the Quran is a miracle. One of them is this idea of balaghat and fasahat. Eloquent wording the Quran used, unlike any other that anyone has ever seen. The example that's given is the 2nd ayat of Surah Ikhlas. Allahu Samad. 3 words. Allah huwa Samad. Imam Hussein alayhi salam identified in a hadith that the word Samad itself has 13 different meanings. 13 different meanings. And he says if you can identify and you can acknowledge what this word means, you've identified the entire system of Tawheed in 3 words. That's the beauty of the Quran. And that same beauty we see in Quran and Natiq in the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. And these khutbahs are prime examples of that. Pick up Sayf Sadadiyah, pick up Dua Arafah, pick up Dua Tawassul. One small sentence can shake the foundation of someone's life. Imam Khomeini was respected in the world. Why? He was a quiet-natured man. But when he spoke, he shook the world, they said. We have individuals, mashallah, who talk a lot, have a lot to say. When you think about, was their talk beneficial at all? Did I gain anything from what they said for half an hour? You're left thinking. That you have a gathering, let's say, in your home, and you've invited a few people, and there's always one person, mashallah, who's full of stories, who takes the whole crowd and just talks and talks, mashallah, till the night away. But again, there really is no benefit from what he's saying. Then there's that one person who's very quiet in the corner, but when he speaks, everyone listens. The Ahlul Bayt were those who were true muballighs in the sense that they were powerful in their words. For example, khutbah number 105. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Praise be to Allah, he says, who established Islam and made it easy for those who approach it, and gave strength to its columns against anyone who tried to overpower it. So Allah made Islam a sense of peace for the one who clings to it, safety for one who enters it, argument for one who defends it, a witness for one who fights for it, a light for him who seeks light from it, understanding from him who provides it, a sign of guidance for one who perceives, sight for one who resolves, lesson for one who seeks advice, a salvation for one who testifies, confidence for one who has trust in Allah, pleasure for one who entrusts Allah, and a shield for one who endures problems in life. This is Islam, the path that you and I tread on, the religion that you and I believe in, the iman that you and I have. He says, it is the most bright of all paths, the clearest of all passages. It has dignified minarets, bright highways, burning lamps, and a prestigious field of activity. It is approached eagerly. Testification of Allah and the Prophet is its way. Good deeds are its pillars. And death is its destination. Again, Maulana Ali is describing to us what Islam is. Khutbah 105. And the only way that he knows how, very eloquently and very perfectly. And these are the Ahlul Bayt that we should cling to, we should hold on to, we should emulate, we should imitate, we should mock in their lives, we should copy them in everything that they do.